Hi everybody, in this video we are going to discuss about the helminthic diseases, and we should remember that these are a group of worms that are present, okay, these are a group of worms that are present which we commonly call them as helminths, we call them as helminths, okay, helminths are nothing but which constitute of worms, and these can be of two types again, okay, helminths can be of two types, one are called as what, the flatworms. Okay, one group is called as the flatworms, which belong to the phylum Platyhelminthes, They belong to the phylum Platyhelminthes. And there is another group of worms which are coming under the helminths. Okay, another group of worms called as the roundworms. And these belong to the phylum Nematoda, okay, which belong to the family Nematoda, or otherwise it is also called as the Ascariasis, or otherwise it is also called as Helminthic, okay, it is also called as the Helminthic, okay, this is another word used for phylum Helminthic. So here in this session, in this video, we are going to discuss about the diseases which are caused by the roundworms, means diseases caused by the nematoda, which are comprising of what? The roundworms, okay. We are going to discuss about the diseases caused by the nematoda, which are consisting of what? Roundworms. So here, if you are looking at the general characteristics of these roundworms, okay, we should have now, because general characteristics are very important to identify that particular organism. So that's why it is better to keep these general characteristics in identifying that particular organism causing diseases. So here the basic, simple general characteristics of the roundworms are here. These roundworms are circular. Because they are circular, that's why they are called as what? Roundworms. Circular, and in cross section we are calling them as what? The roundworms. Okay, these are circular, so hence they are called as the roundworms. And if you are looking at these, okay, roundworms, they are free living. Found everywhere. Aquatic, they are present even in the water. Terrestrial, they are present on the land. And moreover, what is important in this session is that they are as parasitic, which means there are some roundworms which can cause what? Diseases. Is it to the plants or animals? Means there are roundworms which can cause diseases both to the plants and even in the animals also. Both in plants and animals they can cause diseases. So that's why we are calling these as what? Parasitic also. There are some roundworms which are parasitic because they can infect both plants and also animals, causing diseases. So at the same time, if you are looking at their body organization, they show organ system level of organization. It is not cellular, it is not tissue level, but it is what? Organ system level of organization, which consists of cells and tissues and organs in this particular phylum, okay, called as Nematoda, or otherwise we are calling it as what? Ascariasis, or otherwise Helminthic. Okay, all these togetherly, which is the same phylum, under which what is coming? Roundworms. Okay, roundworms. So here these organisms are exhibiting bilaterally symmetrical. They are bilaterally symmetrical, which means what? They can be divided into two equal halves, passing through the central plane or by any plane, okay, passing through any plane. If we can divide the organism into two equal halves, it will be called as what? Bilateral symmetrical. We are calling it as the bilateral symmetrical. And another word is that we have to remember regarding the roundworms is they are triploblastic. They are exhibiting what? Another characteristic? Triploblastic, which means they show or they possess three germ layers. Three germ layers. What are those three germ layers? We say ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Those are the three germ layers which can be seen in this group of organisms called as roundworms belonging to the phylum Nematoda, otherwise Ascariasis, otherwise Helminthic we are calling them as. And now the other one is that they are also pseudocoelomates. We can call them as what? They are pseudocoelomates. Pseudocoelomates means what? This word pseudo is very common word. Pseudo means what? This is false. Okay, false. So they have the false cavity. They will be showing false cavity. And now if you are looking at the alimentary canal, okay, if you are looking at the alimentary canal, they will be showing muscular pharynx. Alimentary canal is containing what, or consisting of muscular pharynx. Okay, muscular pharynx. And when they are present, okay, when they are present inside as a parasite in the organism, they also possess the excretory pores through which they eliminate the waste material from their body. So for excretion, what do they have means they have the excretory pores to eliminate the waste from their body. And moreover, a very important one is the dioecious. So what do you mean by the word dioecious? When the sexes are separately found, when the sexes are found separately, we use the word dioecious. So here roundworms are having two sexes found separately, which means one male will be there and one female will be there. Now how to distinguish male from the female? Here very simple point is that the female will be looking longer than the male, as it is seen in this diagram. Here is the female which is looking very long than the male, whereas the male is short than the female. So this is the simple basic identification of identifying the roundworms, which is the female and the male. And at the same time, the male will be having one curved end. Okay, at one end it is having a curved end. So that is regarding the dioecious. And the last point here we have to remember under the general characteristics is that they show internal fertilization. Fertilization will be taking place internally. Fertilization will be taking place internally. So these are all the basic points or general characteristics which we should keep in mind when we talk about the roundworms as one group which are coming under what? Helminths. The other one is what? Flatworms we said. So these two are helminths which are coming under the helminthic diseases. So that's why we are calling them as helminthic diseases. Helminthic diseases. So diseases caused by nematodes. Diseases caused by nematodes. Already said under the phylum nematodes, what will be coming? Roundworms. Okay, roundworms. And please remember another word for nematodes is what? We are calling them as Ascariasis or Helminthic. So here we are going to discuss about a disease which is caused by the roundworms. We are going to discuss about the disease which is caused by the roundworms. The name of the disease, okay, the name of the disease is Ascariasis. The name of the disease is Ascariasis. And this disease is caused by what we said? Roundworms. What is the name of that roundworm? The name of the pathogen is Ascaris lumbricoides. Okay, Ascaris lumbricoides we are calling it as. So you know why we are using the word pathogen. It's a very familiar word now for all of us. That is what? Diseases causing organism is called as the pathogen. So this is an organism which is causing a disease. What is the disease it is causing? Ascariasis. Name the organism or name the pathogen which is causing the disease Ascariasis. Answer is Ascaris lumbricoides. Ascaris lumbricoides. Ascaris lumbricoides causes which disease? Ascaris. So the name itself gives us the clear information about that particular disease. So here the name of the disease is Ascariasis and name of the pathogen is Ascaris lumbricoides. Now host and infection. Host and infection. How or in whom this disease will be caused? Now here we have to remember that the host is the humans. Okay, the host is what? The humans. Host is the humans. Okay, it is affecting what, or it is completing its life cycle in whom means it is in the humans. And humans, it is present as an endoparasite. It is present as an endoparasite. And we already learned in the very beginning about what we mean by endoparasite. Parasites which are living inside the body, we are calling them as what? Endoparasites. Parasites which are living outside the body are called as ectoparasites, we said. So this is an endoparasite. So Ascaris lumbricoids are endoparasites. Okay, endoparasites. Endoparasite, where it is present inside the body, please remember, it is affecting, this is present or infecting the digestive system. But inside in the digestive system, which part is being infected by this Ascaris lumbricoids, causing Ascariasis is the main thing. And here we have to remember that it is infecting the digestive system, mainly the small intestine. It is infecting what? The small intestine. Please remember, these worms, when they are many in number, they can easily block the path of the small intestine and form severe discomfort. So it is an endoparasite present in what? The small intestines. Present in the small intestine. And this disease is very common. Okay, this is very common. Okay, let me say very common in children. It is very common in children. So now the question is, why in children? Why it is very common in children? Simple reason. Children will be showing more interest to play in the mud or clay or in the soil. So when they are playing in the soil which is infected with what? Eggs. Okay? Eggs of Ascaris. If there are eggs of Ascaris present in what? The soil, then that's why we say that it is more common in whom? Children. Why it is more common in children? Because the children will be playing in the soil, and if that soil, okay, consists of eggs of Ascaris, then there are chances that they may be entering into the body and may cause Ascariasis. They may cause what? Ascariasis. So let us say now, to be very clear, let us say that it is infected soil. Okay, infected soil. Let us say this is infected soil. So when they are playing in infected soil unknowingly, then there are chances that they will be suffering with this disease, Ascariasis. But otherwise, the second stage, okay, second stage is the by which this disease, okay, will be carried or caused, okay, or is called as juvenile. Okay, the juvenile, also known as embryonated eggs, also known as embryonated eggs. We call it as embryonated eggs. So the second stage is what? Juvenile. Second stage is juvenile. So what we are saying, the second stage is what? Juvenile. Or otherwise we can call this as what? Embryonated egg. Embryonated egg. It is also called as the embryonated egg, and please remember, this is very important. This is very important because it is infective stage. Okay, it is infective stage. Please remember this, infective stage. Please remember, it's very important. Okay, infective stage of man is what? Embryonated egg. Otherwise we are calling it as juvenile. Okay, juvenile, otherwise we are calling it as embryonated egg, which is infective stage of man. Okay, which is infective stage of man. And please remember, there is no host. Okay, there is no secondary host, which means in simple, this particular organism called as Ascaris lumbricoids is completing its life cycle within one host. That is what? The humans. That is the humans. More common in children, but otherwise it is also infecting others also. Okay, but here it is completing its life cycle in the humans, only in the humans. So that's why we can call this as what? The monogenetic. We can call this as the monogenetic. Please remember this word, monogenetic. So here, these are the simple points we have to remember. The name of the disease is what? Ascariasis. Name of the organism or the pathogen causing this disease, Ascaris lumbricoids. Host and infection, if you are seeing, it is infecting the humans. It is infecting the humans and completing its life cycle within the humans. So we are calling it as what? Monogenetic. We are calling it as monogenetic. In humans, it is very common in children. We are saying, why it is very common in children? It is because there are chances that the children will be playing, maybe playing in infected soil. Infected soil with what? Eggs of Ascaris. So there are chances that they may enter into the body and can cause this disease called as Ascariasis. But otherwise, who are infected means it is the humans. And the second stage is what we are saying, juvenile. Also known as what? Embryonated stage. Embryonated stage. And this embryonated egg, okay, embryonated egg is the one which we call it as what? Infective stage. Please remember, infective stage. That is very important for all of us. And in the next video, we are going to discuss about how it is causing the pathogenicity and what is the treatment for this particular disease called as Ascariasis. We will study in the next video about pathogenicity and the treatment that is given for this particular disease called as Ascariasis. Thank you so much.